Hi, this is Todd. We have here a 1947 Harley EL overhead valve. At the time, it was not called a knucklehead. That became a later common vernacular as the panhead was introduced, which was originally an overhead valve. And to distinguish them, people started giving them names. So by the 60s, everybody knew it as a knucklehead. The guys who named them and who, how, and why, and where, that's lost in folklore, but everybody knows it today as a knucklehead. Distinguishable by the cool little rocker covers here. This bike here, it's not an AMCA perfect restoration, but it is very, very nice. It is mostly stock. We have original sheet metal. We have original gas caps. Trying to find them in this kind of shape where you can rechrome them is extremely difficult. These are the correct gas caps for the year. These are not reproduction. The dash is original. The Speedo itself is a panhead Speedo. Same base and housing, it's just different glass and face. 47 is 1 year only. This is a real Harley Speedo. This is not correct for the year. The air cleaner is original Harley Davidson. The floorboards are original Harley Davidson, original rubbers, original accessory you called them extenders in the day, so you can call them foot pads or whatever you want to call them, but they were extenders. They were made to have more room, more place for your passenger to put their feet. The exhaust, of course, is reproduction, and the kicker pedal is just an accessory item. Both fenders are original Harley Davidson. Back in the day, they would order a cold rolled steel. This is a rounded edge. The reproductions today are a flat steel. It's just pressed and cut. They do not make a cold rolled steel fender. These are real fenders. They're the real two-piece fenders. About the only thing major reproduction on this bike is the taillight and the seat. It's done very nicely. We even have real brakes. They're not reproduction brakes. The sprocket has been re-riveted, so it has a new sprocket on it. Real hubs. Runs very, very well. It's a 6-volt system. We have a aftermarket gas line here with a second petcock to make sure it doesn't bleed down into the carburetor. As people don't ride them, they get sticky and then they develop a gas leak, so somebody's put this on here as a secondary cock, so always make sure you open this up, which I forgot a minute ago. And of course the grips are reproduction, but the handlebars, these are original Hollywood bars. This is original headlight. Somebody's put a little light switch here, but it's an original cycle ray. It is original Delco Rini horn, original shock. This is the original guide running light with original glass. It's original trim here. Very, very nice. Not perfect, but nice restoration. It's a good rider. You could get them in white if you wanted, so the color is correct. The oil filter, they did make a knucklehead one starting in 47, early panheads. The bracketry is a little different, and they broke. It was a direct feed. They broke. They didn't work. This is very, very close to what it should be for a knucklehead, instead of the big line up into here. But the actual one you won't see, because if you ride it and go down the road a little bit, you're going to have oil all over you. They were not reliable, so they changed it. But for the AMCA 100-point bike, that means every nut and bolt is perfect. I have them, I've ridden them. To just go out and ride it every day, you're actually really going to ride it every day, that's hard. Things loosen up. There goes my old stock bolt. Oops. So this is more of a rider. This is a very good bike for that. The average guy who knows knucklehead is going to come up and go, wow, you really have a real emblem. Wow, you really have real sheet metal. You really have a real frame. And speaking of, this frame here, with this neck, with 4 fingers, was only the last 3 months production of knucklehead. This is a very rare frame. They did not use the bull neck frame. They came out with this frame later. And this is a prior inception to the panhead frame that they first used. They were experimenting around trying to figure out what they were going to do. It does have the offset springer, which is correct. So late 46 and 47 only on the knuckleheads had the offset springer. And trying to find a nut and bolt perfect knucklehead, A is hard and B is a lot more expensive. So we're going to ride this bike. We're going to enjoy it, fire it up. You can hear how a real knucklehead that's running good sounds. Give it a little prime. It's just a little warm. It should still take 2 kicks. Always retard it a little bit. On your Spartans, it should kick back a little throttle. A couple of good prime kicks. Stock cam, stock motor, stock compression. You can change things up a little bit. It's real good riding here. Always let your knucklehead warm up. If you don't warm your knucklehead up, you crack valves. Cracked eyes, cracked heads. I should crack all the way down to the dashboard. Because either the guy ran it too hot, retarded, didn't warm it up. It's all the owner. What did the owner do? It's like you're in practice, you never break down on it. Never break down. Young boys,